Welcome to Friday Flow. Good morning. My name is Ellen. We're going to start down in the child's pose position for today's class and practice. As always, blocks or props are welcome in class. So you can have those handy off to the side. So we're going to start in child's pose, knees wide, feet together, and just very gently, you're going to start to make your way down onto your mat. If you have a block or a prop, you can use that in child's pose. So if it's your first one of the morning, body might feel a little tight. So if you find that your forehead doesn't quite get down to the mat, you can use your block to assist. So I like to place my forehead right on my block. And just stretch my arms out in front of me. So we're just going to decompress for a couple of moments in our child's pose. So again, just taking a couple of deep breaths here in your child's pose. Big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take a little scan of your body. Take note of how you're feeling this morning, as we always do. And maybe for today, you'd like to set a special intention for class, or would like to just really focus on honoring your bodies this morning, or maybe paying a little extra attention to an area of the body that might feel a little tight or a little tired this morning. So taking a few more breaths in your child's pose. And maybe while you're in that child's pose, you reach your fingertips a little bit further to the top of the mat. Maybe you sink your hips down and back a little bit further and try to find a little more space in the body. And then in your next exhale, you're going to slowly walk those hands up and very gently lift your hips off of your heels. And we're going to come into a tabletop position. So we're going to go right into a nice gentle cat-cow. On your inhale, you're going to drop your belly towards the mat. You're going to lift your chest and your tailbone. And then as you exhale, I want you to draw that chin into your chest and round the spine. So we're going to cycle through our cat-cow, nice and easy, nice and gentle. Taking this at your own pace. Inhale and exhale. So we're really going to warm up our spine before we get going. So we're going to do a couple of different poses and mobility movements on the floor here before we really get going into our flow. So one more cat-cow. All right, now you're going to come to a neutral spine. I want you to make the letter C with your body. So you're going to look over that right shoulder and bring your right hip in towards your rib cage. So imagine you're making a letter C with your torso. You're going to come back to the center and now do the same thing over your left shoulder. Just take a look over, move those hips, and back to center. You're going to start to feel your core warm up here. We're engaging our obliques. Inhale and exhale. Think of bringing your rib cage to your hips. And then come back to the center. So just a couple more on each side. Again, just sort of moving your torso from side to side, little curve, making the letter C with your body, a C shape. And we'll just do one more on each side, nice and easy. All right, let's come back into our child's pose. This time, keep your knees closer together and sit back into your heels. So rather than having those knees out to the side, keep them together and sit back. And this way, you might feel that stretch a little more in your low back. And just a few more breaths right here. One more deep breath before we come back up. Slowly back up to your tabletop. So now we're going to do a little bit of a rotation and extension in our spine. You're going to take your right hand just by your ear. So you can watch my screen here first. I'm going to pull my elbow all the way up. A gentle rotation, not anything that we're forcing. Okay? And then as we inhale, we're going to draw that elbow in. And then exhale, lift up. So just starting to add a little bit of rotation. You can go ahead and join me here when you're ready. So inhale, you pull that elbow in and down. And then exhale, as if you're rotating and looking over your shoulder, right? You're going to pull that elbow up. So just a couple more. And it might only be a few inches, and that's okay. We're just starting to warm up. I want you to imagine a piece of string on your elbow and lifting it up as high as you can into that rotation. Let's try it one more. So a big rotation in our torso and upper body. All right, go ahead and relax. And let's do the same thing on the other side now. Left hand behind your ear. Your neck stays long the whole time. Bring that elbow down, inhale, and then exhale, lift that elbow up. Just gonna turn around so you can see me open towards you. Inhale, and exhale. Again, imagining that piece of string on your elbow. So you wanna try to lift it up as high as you can. Gentle rotation, not forcing anything, but just starting to get some mobility going in that upper body. And let's do one more. Inhale and exhale. Perfect. All right, we're gonna come all the way down into our chest and belly now. Okay, your arms are down by your side. Palms are facing up towards the ceiling. Your legs are about hip distance. As you inhale, I want you to lift everything off the floor. So squeeze every back muscle, lift off the floor. Hold this for a couple breaths. Keep your chin down, eyes and nose staring straight down at your mat, just so we keep our neck nice and long here. And then slowly relax. Let's do that 2 more times. So inhale, lift, and then just regular breathing. I want you to hold for 8, 7, 6, keep breathing, 5, but hold your pose, 4, lift a little higher, 3, 2, and 1, relax. We're gonna do that 1 more time, just to warm up all those back muscles. Go ahead and lift up again. Arms by your side, you're lifting up as high as you can, as far away from the mat as you can. Chin stays down, hold this for 4, squeeze and lift, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, relax. You can turn your head to one side and just relax here for a moment. All right, we're gonna lift up onto our forearms and come into what we call Sphinx Pose. So again, your legs are hip distance. You're on your forearms, your elbows should be right underneath your shoulders here. And we're just gonna hang out here for a couple breaths. So you might already feel this stretch in your back. So if at any point it becomes just too much for you, you can slide your elbows out a little bit. And that should help. But hands, your palms are down, arms are nice and straight like mine here. And I just want you to keep your chest lifted. Notice if you start to round forward a little bit, that's okay. We want to try to strengthen those back muscles, especially our posture muscles. So if you sit all day for work, this right here might be a challenge, but also really good stretch for you to do. So keep breathing, keep your shoulders away from your ears. And let's hang out here for a couple more breaths. You're gonna hold this for 4, 3, 2, And 1. Slowly bring those elbows out to the side and just gently lower your chest back down. Woo, good job. Hang out here for a couple breaths. You can turn your head to the other side. Allow the shoulders to relax and roll forward. All right, we're gonna now tuck our toes, place our hands right underneath our shoulders, and very gently, you're gonna press yourself up and back. So push all the way up nice and slow, slide those hips back. We're gonna come back to a child's pose. Knees wide, feet together, and sit all the way back into those hips. Again, nice and slow. Relax that head in between your arms. Take a couple breaths here. And then we'll get into our flow. One more breath. All right, inhale, come all the way up. And then this time as you exhale, let's come all the way up into our downward facing dog. So extend those hips way up to the ceiling, to the sky. Pedal out your heels. This is your first down dog of the morning. And let's just hang out in down dog for a couple breaths. Your option for your down dog, your alternative would be child's pose, or maybe doing this on your forearms. So again, just be mindful of your body, your joints, and how you're feeling today. This is your practice and your workout, so you can always adjust any movement to fit what works best for you. I want you to nod your head yes, shake your head no, and lift your hips an inch higher. Next, inhale, you're gonna bend your knees. Exhale, you're gonna walk those feet towards your hands, coming into a forward fold. Another great place to use those props, a block, if you have them. So we're in forward fold, head is heavy. Knees are bent here. We're gonna come into ragdoll. So just grab those elbows. And again, relax your head. I'm turning my head just to look at this screen here, but you all keep your focus to the floor and imagine your head is heavy like a bowling ball. Grab your elbows and gently just sway side to side, like a ragdoll. You can bend your knees as much as you'd like here to get closer to the floor. Just allow the upper body to fall forward. Release the arms. Next breath, we're going to take those arms all the way up and come up to a standing position. So nice and slow. Big deep breath, inhale. Our palms come together at the top. We take our gaze up there. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. So now we're going to get a little bit more into our flow, get a little more work going, and get the heat building, starting to build in our body, okay? So let's take those arms up, nice deep breath, inhale. Exhale, you're gonna swan dive forward. Let it all go, leading with the chest. Inhale, nice halfway lift, hands to your knees or your shins. Pull your shoulder blades together and push your heels into the floor. I want you to feel those hamstrings engage and activate, back of the legs. Take your hands down, step it on back to down dog. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Stack your shoulders right on top of your wrists and take your gaze slightly in front of your mat. Legs straight, tuck those hips just a little bit, and then exhale, knees and chest. Elbows go back as you lower down for chaturanga. Feet are flat. Inhale, lift for baby cobra. Little lift, little extension there, and then exhale, tuck the toes. Back to down dog. And hold that right there. Down dog or child's pose. We're gonna go through that 2 more times like we normally do to get nice and warm, okay? Inhale, come back to your plank. Look forward just slightly. Exhale, knees and chest. Remember that your elbows are glued to your side. So you should slide them up against your ribcage. Flatten the toes. Inhale, lift up. Elbows still close in. Exhale, relax. Tuck the toes. Elbows still in as you push yourself up and back. Down dog. Perfect. Hold that there. 2 breaths, and we'll do it one more time through. You can go fast, you can go slow, add in whatever you want. Here we go. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, let's lower. Chaturanga all the way down. Inhale, lift, baby cobra. Or maybe you're ready for the upward facing dog. And then exhale, elbows still in. Push up and back, right? Down dog or child's pose. And hold that there. So I keep cueing the elbows in because we tend to bring them out sometimes and do more of like a wider push-up. For chaturanga, you want your shoulders away from your ears. You want your elbows in towards your rib cage, right? You should feel your triceps burning when you do that. That's the point. Good job, everyone. One more breath and down dog. Next breath, bend your knees. Exhale, walk. Maybe ready to hop or jump and come to the front of the mat again. Back to our forward fold. Inhale takes us up to standing. Palms come together and exhale. All right, inhale, let's lift up. Let's keep it going. And exhale, let it go. Swan dive forward. Inhale, lift, flat back. Think about really pulling and squeezing those shoulder blades together. And then exhale. Let's step back, right leg. Lower that knee to the floor. So make sure you have that mat or extra layer of cushion. Untuck that back foot. Lift the chest. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold, low lunge. Hold that right there. I'm just gonna fold my mat under a little bit and give my knee a little extra support. Stay right there. Wanna keep those core muscles nice and strong. Drop those hips. Keep that chest out. Inhale, pull those elbows down. Exhale, hold. We're in cactus pose or let go post. 90 degrees with those elbows. All right, inhale, we're gonna come down slowly. Bring those elbows in, and then exhale, I want you to open them back up. First time we do this, we'll do it in low lunge. Inhale. Elbows in, close up, and then exhale, open. The next time we'll try to do it in a high lunge. One more time, inhale. Core nice and strong, exhale. As if you're pulling your elbows apart and away from one another. Lift your chest, lift your head. Little mini back bend here. Bring those arms back up as you inhale, and then exhale. Plant your hands on the floor. We're gonna add a little twist. So you're gonna press that right hand into the floor, inhale. Exhale, that left arm is gonna reach up and twist. Open up. So whichever leg is in front, that same side, that arm is going to reach up and twist. So you can do hand on your hip. If you have that range of motion and flexibility, extend that arm all the way up. Hold this here. On this side I don't, so I'm keeping my hand at my hip. I want you to really open up through your shoulder. Look down at your knee. Make sure it's still nice and straight. One more breath. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, we're gonna retuck that back toe. Okay, and you're gonna take that knee off the floor. You're gonna step it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, you're gonna come forward to your plank. Exhale, you're gonna lower knees and chest. Chaturanga. Flatten those toes. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. And then exhale, retuck. Downward facing dog or a child's pose. Hold that for 3 deep breaths. We'll do the same exact thing on the other side. Just to continue those twists and opening up our hips. One more breath in your down dog or child's pose. Next one, you're gonna bend your knees as you inhale, and then exhale, walk, hop, or jump. Forward fold. Inhale takes us up to standing. Palms come together, we look up, and then exhale, we lower. Same thing on the other side, our low lunge, our mini back bend, and then our reach and twist. Inhale, exhale, let it go. Inhale, lift halfway, flat back. Push your heels into the floor so you engage the back of your legs. Good, exhale, let's take it down. Step your left foot back this time. Lower left knee. Making sure to keep those hips low. Back foot is nice and flat. Inhale, arms up, chest lifts. And exhale, hold. Hold that right there. So again, I'm just gonna fold my mat. This feels better on my knees. So again, just make the adjustments that you need as well. Hold this right here. So first, just getting a nice stretch in that hip flexor, right? Tuck those hips under just a little bit so you keep your core engaged and keep your balance. Next, inhale, pull those elbows down for cactus. Exhale. So inhale, we lean forward slightly. I want you to try to touch your elbows together. And then exhale, pull them as far apart from one another as you can. Think of like a doorway stretch. Inhale, come back in. Working our core here as well. Exhale, because we're moving in this pose. One more time. Inhale, take it nice and slow. Exhale. So here's that mini back bend. Lift the chest, lift the head, pull those elbows back. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands come down on either side of your foot. So you're leaning forward slightly. I'm using my block. Press your opposite hand into the floor this time. Inhale, and then exhale. Whatever leg is in front, that same side, same arm is gonna reach and twist. Starting with my hand on my hip. Then maybe next time I'll extend it straight up. Hold this here, nice big twist over that front leg. If your arm is extended, try to keep that wrist on top of your shoulder. Keep twisting, we'll take a few more breaths right here. Look down at your knee, make sure it's still straight on and not out to the side. Big twist with that torso, one more breath, you guys. And then inhale, take that hand back down. Good, nice and slow. As we exhale, we're gonna retuck that back toe. You're gonna lift that knee off the floor and step back to down dog. Again, using any props that you'd like. And then inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, lower for chaturanga. Knees and chest, or maybe you're ready for that full version. Inhale, lift, elbows in. Exhale, tuck the toes. Elbows in, lift up and back. Down dog. Perfect, hold that right there. We're gonna add on some layers here. You're gonna take 2 more breaths in your down dog or child's pose. 1 more. Looking great, everybody. Next breath, you're gonna bend those knees. Inhale, exhale, you're gonna walk, hop, or jump to your forward fold. Hang out there for just a moment. Next, inhale brings us up to standing. Big deep breath. Woo, palms come together. Maybe you feel a little bit more flexible each time you come up to the top, right? Maybe you feel like you can get into that back bend a little bit. Exhale, come on down. Okay, so this time we're just gonna go right into trying that in a high lunge. Just have you watch for a moment. We stepped back, we lowered to our knee when we were doing that. The challenge is gonna be staying in this high lunge and doing all of this. Whoa, it's a lot harder. Doing all of this in your high lunge, okay? So if at any time it's feeling too much, you just simply lower your knee to the floor, all right? I'm gonna have my blocks handy. Here we go. Inhale, take it up, because we're gonna feel those legs burn. And exhale, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, also a tiny bit faster. And exhale. All right, big step back, right leg. Big step, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold. So I want the same amount of weight in your front leg as your back leg. So we evenly distribute it. Pull your elbows down for your cactus. Inhale, here it is. We lean forward slightly, elbows in. I want you to keep your hips low. And then exhale, open. 2 more, inhale. Watch that front knee. And exhale. 1 last time. Inhale and exhale. Mini back bend, big chest opener. Hold this for 1 more breath. And then inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down on the floor, or maybe reaching blocks like mine. I don't want any hips up in the air. You're down here or you're on your knee. Here we go. Inhale, press into that hand. Exhale, reach and twist with that left arm. So now I'm feeling a little more open and I can extend that arm. You can always lower that back knee. Hold that there. Couple more breaths. So I'm gonna turn around so you can see me. It's a big twist. I want you to really press through that back heel. Woof. Can you straighten that back leg? Let's try one more breath here. One more breath, you got this. And then inhale, come back to the center. Good job. Exhale, step it on back. Down dog. Great job. Inhale forward to your plank. Feeling that heat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tuck the toes, down and back, child's pose or down dog. Same thing on the other side. Take 2 more breaths. Great job, everybody. Last one. And then inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, walk, hop, or jump. Forward fold. Inhale, reach those arms up. Big deep breath, palms come together. Exhale. Let's keep it moving, other side. Inhale, lift, and exhale, let it go. Halfway lift, nice flat back right here. Push your heels into the floor, and then exhale, lower. Big step back, left leg. Biggest you can. Nice high lunge, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hold. Nice high lunge. Pull those elbows down. Inhale, bring the elbows in. Lean forward slightly. Exhale, pull them apart. 2 more times. Remember the option, you just stick to the first way that we did it. On your knee. 1 more time. Inhale and exhale. The challenge is staying in a high lunge, right? Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands down. Here comes that twist. Inhale and exhale. Reach and twist. My shoulder is still a little tight. I'm gonna keep my hand right on my hip here. Hold it for a couple more breaths. Remember to keep those hips low. All right, keep those hips low, reach and twist. Press through that back heel. 1 more breath. Nice job. Inhale, come down. Exhale, step it back. Awesome job. And then inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Knees and chest or all the way down. Elbows in, inhale, lift. And exhale, down dog or child's pose. Great job, hold that there. Should be nice and warm. We're gonna add a few more twists and layers. We're all doing great. 1 more breath here in down dog or child's pose. Next one, bend the knees. Walk, hop, or jump. Forward fold. Inhale, take it up. Big deep breath. Palms come together and exhale. Perfect. How's everyone doing? We're good? Okay. We're gonna keep moving. So we're gonna go through that again and then add on a little bit more. So inhale, reach up, big deep breath. Exhale. We're also gonna go through it a tiny bit faster. So just a breath or 2 in each pose. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, big step back, right leg. High lunge, arms up. Pull your elbows down. Just 1 time here. Inhale, lean forward, elbows in, and exhale, open. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hands come down. Press that hand into the floor or block. Reach and twist with that left arm. Hold it right there, 1 more breath. All right, inhale, hands come back. Come back up to your lunge. Bring your hands to prayer. We're gonna lift our arms up, inhale. And as you exhale, that back heel, press down, rotate and open your hips so you come into warrior 2. So open up those hips, press that heel down. Arms nice and strong here, good job. Core nice and strong. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, flip that palm, take it back for peaceful warrior. So another back bend, look up at your hand. Great job. Hold this for one more breath. We're gonna go right into balance after this. Inhale, come back to your warrior two. Exhale, come back to that lunge. So lift your heel, rotate your hips back to the front. Arms up, palms come together, down at heart center. You're gonna lean forward again. We're gonna push off that back foot and come into a standing balance. Lift up and hold this here. So you just want to keep that back leg nice and straight. So it doesn't matter how high the leg is, I want you to keep it nice and straight. Keep those hands at your chest. Keep your back flat. Hold this for one more breath. We're gonna add a little more movement to this. So inhale, lift your chest. Bring your knee up to your chest, and then exhale, come back out. So a lot of balance here. I know this is tricky. We're gonna try it 2 more times. So you have the option of using a wall. Inhale and exhale. Or maybe something in front of you like a bench or a dresser. One more time. You're gonna feel your glutes on fire. Last time we're gonna hold for a couple extra breaths. First time here, let's practice this hold. And maybe you extend your arms straight out. Maybe you stack your hips and practice half moon, whatever you'd like. One more breath. You should be feeling that standing leg, right? And then step right back to that lunge. Last time, inhale, arms up, exhale, hands come down, and then go ahead and step back to down dog. Woo, great job. Inhale forward to your plank. Let's keep working the upper body with this flow. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog or child's pose. Hang out there. So you might feel a little out of breath here. That's okay, we worked a lot harder. And you can always take out that flow on the floor and find us a child's pose. One more breath. We'll go right to the other side. Next one, bend the knees. Exhale, walk up or jump. Forward fold. Inhale takes us up. All the way up to standing, palms come together. Exhale. Reach up, big deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Halfway lift, flat back. And relax. Big step back, left leg. High lunge, reach up. Inhale, exhale, pull those elbows down. Reach forward, elbows in. Inhale, just one time. And then exhale, pull back. Keep those hips low. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands down. Reach and twist. Inhale and exhale. Remember, you have that option of lowering that knee. Make sure your knee is straight forward and not out to the side. Reach that arm up. One more breath. Press through that heel. Inhale, hand comes back down. Lift your chest. Come back to this lunge. Palms come together. Inhale, lift up to your tippy toes, then open your hip for warrior two. Plant that heel down. So we open up towards the side here. Now that our hips are nice and warm, perfect. So that's the difference with the warrior two and just the regular lunge. Hips nice and low, back leg is straight, arms are strong. Inhale, reach forward, flip the palm, exhale, take it up for peaceful warrior. Take your gaze up. Push into your back foot as much as your front. Relax the shoulders. One more breath. Inhale, come back to warrior two. Exhale, rotate back to your lunge. Heel back up, rotate those hips. Arms up, palms come together, right at your chest. You're gonna lean forward slightly and get ready to balance. Push off that back foot and lift up when you're ready. Hold that there. And we're practicing the balance. So get in and out of it. Practice here. You want to think of lifting away from the floor rather than sinking, right? Hold this here. We're going to add a little bit of movement. Tuck those hips under. Inhale. Bring that knee to your chest. Woo. Standing legs slightly bent. Exhale, push it back. So sort of like you're hinging with a little pendulum. 2 more times. Inhale. Keep your back flat. That's why we always practice that. Keeping the back flat here, right? Hands in prayer, one more. You got it, inhale. And then exhale, this last one will hold a few extra breaths, right? So you have opportunity to maybe practice a couple other things. Maybe you stack your hips, practice your half moon. Maybe you're just holding on for dear life. Keep that back leg nice and straight. 2 more breaths. You can do this. Focus. And then big step back to finish. Inhale, probably the hardest part here. Arms up and then exhale, step back. Awesome job. Take it on back. Inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Or find the child's pose, right? Whatever you like. And then child's pose or down dog. And then hold that right there. We've got one more layer to add. You are doing a great job. Take 2 more breaths. All right, next one. Bend the knees, inhale. Exhale, walk, hop, or jump. Forward fold. Inhale takes us up to standing. Palms come together and exhale. One last round. And we're gonna add one final layer at the very end after our balance pose. I know it's gonna be tricky. We can do this. Take it up, inhale. Exhale, let it go. So also moving even a tiny bit faster, okay, through the poses. So we have more time to practice our balance and get to our last one. Step back, right leg, lunge. Arms up, pull the elbows. So you all know the sequence by now, right? Inhale forward, elbows in. Exhale, open. Arms up. Exhale, hands down. Reach and twist. Hold that. One more breath. Hands to prayer at your chest. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Open up from that hip and plant your heel down. Inhale, flip that palm. Exhale, peaceful warrior. Take it back. Inhale, come back to warrior 2. Exhale, reset back to that lunge. Arms up, palms come together. Exhale. Inhale, lean forward. Exhale, push up into your balance. Inhale, bring that knee to your chest. Lift up. And then exhale, push back out. 2 more times. Inhale. You got this. Keep the core nice and strong. Exhale, perfect. One more time. Inhale, nice and tall, chest lifted, and exhale. Hold this for a couple extra breaths. Or maybe stack your hips and try the half moon. Woo! 2 more breaths. Straighten out that back leg, right? And then inhale, let's bring that foot to be your front foot. Exhale, we're gonna find chair pose. So a little bit of relief for that standing leg, right? Hold your chair pose. Now I mentioned we're gonna do the other twist. So bring your hands together at your chest. Inhale and exhale, twist over to your left side. Get nice and low in your chair. Look down at your knees. Make sure there isn't one foot a little more forward than the other, right? Knees are nice in alignment. If you can, maybe extend those arms. Just an option. Can you drop your hips an inch lower? Big twist, one more breath. And then inhale, woo! Arms up, exhale, take it down, step back, down dog. So you have the option of staying here or going through that flow again. So totally up to you. I'm going through it again. And then you're gonna find your down dog or child's pose. 2 breaths. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. 1 more breath, you got this. All right, bend the knees. Next, inhale, exhale, walk, hop, or jump, forward fold. Inhale takes us all the way up. Big deep breath, palms come together. Exhale. This is our last layer, our last piece of work for class. Inhale up. Exhale, last sequence. Halfway. Inhale and exhale. See if you can do it on your own and remember the sequence. I'll only cue a little bit of the breathing. Step back. Exhale. Cactus. Lean forward. Pull back. Open up through the chest. Inhale, exhale, get ready for your twist. Reach and twist, hips low. One more breath. Inhale, hands to prayer. Reach up, get ready for warrior two. Lift, open, plant that heel. Hold this here. Inhale, reach, exhale, peaceful warrior, look up. Push into your back foot as much as your front. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, get ready for your balance. Rotate those hips forward, palms come together, lean forward, push off, find your balance. Flex that foot, straighten your leg. Imagine you're pushing your foot into a wall. Inhale, bring that knee into your chest, stand upright. Exhale, press back. 2 more times, let me see it. Inhale, knee up. Beautiful, exhale, press back like a little hand or pendulum. Perfect, 1 more. Nice, Teresa. Good, Regina. Exhale, press back. Hold that for a couple of breaths. Practice whatever you're practicing today. Maybe that half moon. Yes, good, Dan. Maybe just trying to practice your balance, right? 1 more breath wherever you're at. Bring that back leg to meet your front. Drop your hips, sweep the arms, chair pose. Woo! Tuck those hips, don't forget about the core. Arms up, shoulders down. Palms come together. Inhale, exhale, twist to the other side. Other side. Look down at your knees. Make sure one isn't further past the other. If it is, you gotta adjust your hips. Maybe extend your arms. Can you drop an inch lower? Woo! 1 more breath. Inhale, back up. Oh my gosh, exhale, let it go. And then your choice, you can find that child's pose or go through your flow one final time. It's you. If you did that flow 1 more time, go ahead and find that child's pose. Take a couple deep breaths. In through the nose, big deep breath. Exhale out through the mouth. Stay in this child's pose. A few more breaths. Maybe notice if your body has changed a little bit. Maybe the pose feels different than when you were in it at the beginning of class. A few more breaths. Next inhale, just walk those hands over to the right diagonal. Feeling that stretch flow on the left side of the body. Slowly come back to the center. Inhale, walk those hands. And then exhale over to the other diagonal. Other side, nice and gentle. Slowly back to the center. Inhale. Exhale, walk those hands up. Let's go ahead and swing our legs around. We're going to do a boat pose. Just get a little bit of core in there before we end with some simple stretching. How's everyone doing? Thumbs up, we're good. Still there, awesome. Woo, nice and warm. Okay, so your boat pose. You're gonna find a nice comfortable spot. You can start by reaching right underneath your knees. You don't wanna grip your body too much, but reaching behind your knees will help lower the intensity of this pose. I want you to lean back, pull those abs in a little bit. Your chest should be open the whole time. Shoulders down. When you're ready, lift one leg off the floor and then lift the other. So you gotta sort of find that balance first. Notice whether or not you're gripping and squeezing your legs. Try not to. Keep your shoulders down and keep your chest lifted. We're holding the pose and not our breath. So regular breathing as best as you can. We want a little harder. Extend those arms by your side. Take them away from your legs. Even harder, maybe you straighten your legs. Little extra shake. Inhale, reach that right arm up just a few inches. Woo, there's that shake. Exhale, take it back down. Other side. Inhale, you can even keep your feet on the floor for this. And exhale. Once you start to feel your low back in a not so good way, just lower those feet, right? You just gotta work on strengthening those core muscles. That's all that it means. Couple more, inhale and exhale, or maybe just hold it. Woo, let's hold it for 8, 7, wherever you're at, 6, 5, pull those abs in 4, chest up 3, 2, lean forward to finish. Woo, awesome. Let's go right into butterfly. Great job. If our core is just not up to speed or where it should be in terms of strength, sometimes our hip flexors take over and they become really tight. So I want to make sure we relax those muscles and allow our core to work and get stronger. And as we get stronger, we won't feel that in our hips and our lower back. So just a little stretch here. Push those knees out, sit up nice and tall. One more breath here. All right, let's bring those knees up. Shake it out. Now we can come down into the floor. Nice and easy. Best part of the class. All right, so let's actually keep our knees bent and feet on the floor. We're gonna do just a quick windshield wiper. You can have your arms by your side or overhead. Feet on the floor, you're gonna keep those knees bent and you're just really gonna drop your legs from side to side. Exactly as it sounds, like windshield wipers. Nice and slow. Stretch the hips, but also that low back a little bit. You'll feel it sort of come off the floor each time you lower and drop the legs. So just do one more on each side. And then when you're done, gently hug your knees into your chest. You're gonna wiggle your toes, circle your ankles, and rock side to side, sort of massaging that back. So we're gonna end class with one final twist. I want you to hug your right knee into your chest and keep your left leg extended onto the floor. Just let that one relax. So right knee in. Keep your upper body relaxed, so no tension in your neck or shoulders either. We're gonna bring that right knee out to the side first for some external rotation. Keep your hips on the floor. You're gonna feel it in your inner thigh. And then slowly take it across the body. Here's that twist. So other hand reaches it across. Now you extend your opposite arm and look over that shoulder to your right. So you have your right knee crossing over, right arm is extended. Gentle twist here. And again, this is your stretch, your time. So do any variation or alternative that feels good for your body. Slowly come back to the center. Let's do the other side. Left knee in, right leg is just straight out and relaxed. Open out to the side. Here, do make sure that both hips stay on the floor. So you get that proper stretch in your hips here. And then take it across the body. Here, it's okay for the hips to move. Take it across, look across. This time it's that left arm and shoulder. And again, any variation that feels good is going to work. And slowly come back to the center. And then you're just gonna end in whatever comfortable position you would like. If you want to do a final inversion of some sort, maybe legs up the wall, or maybe just a simple bridge, you can go ahead and take that here. Totally up to you. Or you can just find that nice Shavasana pose, whatever's relaxing for you, just for our final few moments. So wherever you're at, close your eyes. I like to just reach my arms overhead. My shoulders are really tight. So having them overhead just helps to kind of release some of that tension. And then I like keeping my knees bent because that gives my low back a little extra support. So find what feels good for your body. Just take a few moments to scan. Notice how you're feeling now, as opposed to the beginning of class. Take one more deep breath in, filling up the lungs completely. Big deep breath. And then exhale. Just let it go. Start to move your body around a little bit. Start to gently pull your knees back into your chest. Very gently make your way up to a seated position, whatever is comfortable for you. Take your time. And then 3 deep breaths once we're here at the top. If you're not there yet, you can join us on our third and final. So inhale, arms up, and then exhale, down. 2 more deep breath in, arms all the way up. Exhale, down. Last one, all together. Inhale, reach up. Palms come together. Exhale, lower them down. Close your eyes for a moment. Thank yourself for making the time for you this morning. We'll open our eyes and I'll say namaste to one another. Namaste. And thank you all so much for coming. Another beautiful Friday morning. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Please feel free to type in any comments, feedback, also your site name for attendance. And happy almost weekend.